Hi. Hello. We're going to be doing a little winter makeup regime, a little winter makeup routine. Ever since winter has literally hit us, I don't know why I just did that. Ever since winter has rolled around, I have stuck with this routine, specifically probably since Thanksgiving, but I'm just going to show you everything that I've been using. It's just a great everyday, easy to achieve makeup look. You guys know, you know the drill. I don't really use primer anymore, so I'm just going to go straight in with my foundation, which is my all-time fave, one of my all-time favorites. It's between this and MAC Face and Body, but Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder Foundation. And I recently got my winter color, which is shade 3, and I just love it even more now that I have the perfect color. And I'm gonna apply that with the brush that I always get asked about. I never mention this brush, like the brush name, in videos, but I always get comments from people saying, oh my gosh, what foundation brush is that? It looks like it blended out your foundation amazingly well. And that's just it. I don't know if it's the size, the shape, the bristles, but look, I mean, it just literally blends like a dream. So it's called Blurring Foundation Brush, Blurring Foundation from Smashbox. And I think you can only get these from Smashbox's website or like Macy's. I don't think these are really sold. I don't even know if these are sold on Nordstrom. They might be, but it's like a very selective pool on where you can find these Smashbox brushes. And this isn't the only one that I use. I love this like whole range. They're kind of pricey, but this foundation brush is totes worth it. I look like a 12-year-old when I put my hair up, but it's kind of getting on my nerves. So I have been avoiding liquid concealer for a while now. Ever since bareMinerals came out with that stick concealer, I have just been liking more solid concealer formulas. So I reordered one that I actually use in my kit all the time on other people, but haven't used it on myself in a while. And it's the MAC Studio Finish concealer. So I just got my winter color, which is NW20. Sometimes I order NC, it just kind of depends, but I was just feeling NW because it tends to work a little bit better for the under eye area. So, okay, I'm just taking this Real Techniques Dome Shadow Brush, and I'm just applying it where I need it, just to kind of brighten up the under eye area. And then also on my forehead, I have bumps, which you perhaps can't see, but they're there. And I just love this spot concealing method. I'm over super bright liquid under eye concealers. I've just really been loving solid concealer formulas. I think they stay in place so amazingly well. They don't move around. And this formula, it's a good one. I am just so obsessed with this combination. I'm literally on the verge of throwing all of my foundations out other than Face and Body and Light Wonder. I just think that this is it. This is it, people. This is like the epitome of what I want my skin to look like 24/7. So I mentioned in my bridal video that I had been setting my makeup with translucent powder, which I don't normally do. I don't normally set with, especially the Laura Mercier one, but she came out with the translucent glow powder recently, and I've really been liking this method that I saw her and I think Makeup by Mario. Why am I saying her? She's never... I don't even think I know what she looks like. She's never in the videos, right? Does Laura Mercier even exist? Anyways, they created this method to where if you didn't want just a matte flat face, you could go in with the glow powder on top of the original translucent powder. So what I've been doing is I've been taking just the smallest amount of the translucent original powder, and I've been picking it up on this really unique brush. This one's from MAC. I mean, you don't have to have this, but I just love the way it applies the powder. It's called the 140S. So I think that's 140 synthetic. I think that's what the S stands for. And so I've just been picking up a little bit and just tapping a little bit off and just kind of like rolling it on the areas that I really want to set, which is mainly just like, you know, the T-zone area and the under eye area. But oh, I also got a lot of questions on this brush when I used it in my last video. Great, like multi-purpose, really good for contour, really good for setting. So that's what I do for powder, just a tad bit of that. And then to add some glow back into the face, I just take the glow version of this powder, pick up a little bit on my brush, again, tap that off, and I just kind of like sweep a little bit all over the face. And you can see it just has like this really subtle iridescence to it. So it's kind of bougie to have to buy two large, really expensive powders. I hope that they come out with like some minis, because I think that would be perfect for people to try this method. But you know, I understand. Like if you don't have both of these powders, just use, you know, like a little dab of your regular powder highlight. Love it. Okay, I am going to take a little bit of Milk Makeup bronzing stick. I probably should have done this before I sat my face with powder, but it really doesn't matter. I'm not going to use a lot of this. Because I'm pretty fair right now, I think going in with a cream bronzer stick like this really just adds some extra dimension to my face. I just kind of feel like using powder alone hasn't really been doing it for me. So I'm just using a little bit. And then I'm just going to buff it out with like some rando brush. This is like a Sephora collection brush. So I've been mixing a little bit of my bareMinerals Warmth with my Charlotte Tilbury Filmstar Bronze and Glow. And I've been using that with one of my favorite Eco Tools brush. This is just called the Define brush. It's really great for kind of like spot on contour application. So just kind of adding, again, all that bronze goodness back into my face. I don't know what kind of high my skin is on today, but wowzers, like this combo, man, this combo. This blush is from by Terry, and it is lovely. I would never pay for it on my own. It was sent to me. The products are just outrageously expensive, but this is a beautiful blush. Kind of has that Charlotte Tilbury packaging where there's like a lighter highlighter color in the middle. And I just love this color. So I'm specifically going to pick up the shade that's in the middle. And it is the most luminous, radiant color. This is called Sun Desire number 7. And it's a whimsical. Let me just tell you, it looks great, but it's expensive. My skin is so luminous at this point that I think I'm just going to add a little bit more of that Laura Mercier Translucent Glow Powder, because I don't think I need anything. I don't think I need to overdo it with an added highlighter, because look at this. Look at this that we got going on here. It is glowing AF. Oh yeah, I've been meaning to talk about Nick and Priyanka's wedding, because you all know I've been seriously invested in that. If you don't follow me on Instagram, then you may not know, but I've been seriously invested ever since Nick Jonas and Priyanka Chopra got engaged as to what her wedding dress was going to look like, just because I'm obsessed with wedding dresses. Like that's like one of my, I don't know, guilty pleasures. I love I just love designers. I love seeing what people go with. It's just super fun to me. That was like one of my favorite parts about the engagement process, was picking out my wedding dress. So I knew her dress was going to be long sleeve. Like I just said for months, the dress is hands down going to be long sleeve. Like there's no doubt in my mind. So sure enough, it was long sleeve. But it definitely wasn't what I expected. I think it was very her, not my style, but it worked so well for her. So if you saw it, then you know what I'm talking about. She also had like a 90-foot veil. It took 7 people to carry her veil out. So if you didn't see the veil, go Google Priyanka Chopra wedding veil, and you're going to be like, oh, wow, okay. I'm going to get a little bit closer so you can see my eyes. This is going to be a super simple eye look, but recently Charlotte Tilbury sent over the Eyes to Mesmerize in the color Jean. Now, funny story, this is actually one of the first products I ever ordered from Charlotte Tilbury, and I returned it. And now that I have it again, I realized what I was doing wrong. So these are just cream eyeshadows, and they always just look so amazing when she used them in videos. And then when I got them, I ordered two. I specifically remember I was so underwhelmed with them that like I actually sent them back because these little guys are pricey. So I remember specifically when I had these colors, I was just strictly applying them with a brush, and they actually look a lot better if you just use your finger. So I've just got a little bit on my ring finger, and I'm just going to pat this on mainly the mobile part of my lid. And then what I do after I get that gorgeous color just kind of built up there, I just take whatever's left and I kind of bring that up. I also think that they layer really well. So if you want a little bit more drama going on, you can actually layer them. So I was just taking a brush and just kind of sweeping the color on, and you just don't really get the impact like you do with applying with your finger. Now, don't get me wrong, I think you can get the same effect with like the Revlon cream shadows, the Revlon Color Stay cream shadows, or the Maybelline Color Tattoos. But this formula is really nice, and it dries down and it lasts on my eyes. So I've actually just been using this and then a little bit of liner, which I'll show you in a second. But I just think it's so refreshing and awake and bright-eyed and pretty. I haven't pulled this bad boy out in a really long time. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Classic Eye Powder Pencil. I think this one's in the shade Audrey. Love this pencil. You guys know I used to rave about this. It's actually a powder in a pencil form, so it just smudges so beautifully into your eyes. It doesn't look thick or heavy or harsh, kind of like a traditional liquid or gel would look. Oh, I just love it. And this is like one of the only formulas that I will do a winged liner with. So I just effed that up a little. It's also really great because if you mess up, this kind of just like blends away. You can very easily blend it out. But I love doing a winged liner with this pencil. So I'm just going to do a little tiny kitten flick. Most days I would just do mascara, but today I'm actually taking some pictures. I'm going to be doing a little giveaway with Charlotte Tilbury on my Instagram. So I'm going to pop on some Ardell Demi Wispies, you know, just something super natural, nothing crazy. But really, I've just kind of been wearing my mascara on a day-to-day. Pillow Talk, I got in the Pillow Talk lipstick from Charlotte Tilbury, so that is what I have been wearing. And normally I am into way more just neutral or almost just like a clear gloss look, but I don't know. I've just maybe been liking a little bit more color on my lips since, you know, it's winter time, and I feel like sometimes my face can just look a little dull. So yeah, just been using the lip liner and the matching lipstick. I'm just going to take some clear buxom gloss. This one is in Amy, and just put that on the center of my lip. Okay, so this is the look that I've been doing pretty much every day this winter. I like it. Me like. It is very ethereal, reminiscent of summer, just, you know, a little less bronze. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know which products you've been switching up in your winter routine. And if you have any questions, leave them down below. I guess I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.